Are we sure she's dead?
No. I think she's napping.
This is totally gonna ruin the party now.
Oh, please. We haven't even served dessert yet.
What is wrong with all of you?
We need to call the police.
Carrie, we can hold off on that.
What are you talking about?
Well, we hide the body, then we wait until after the party.
Why?
Because all of this is starting to make sense now.
The Jones family. The closest thing Pacific Hills has to royalty. Those that know them envy them. Those that work for them fear them. And those that cross them, well, they rue the day they were ever born. Long live the queens. Robin Jones is the matriarch. Or step matriarch, as she's painfully reminded. She's the second wife of Theodore Jones, the girl's late father and a pioneering billionaire. Theodore was generous to his daughters, but he made sure the bulk of his money and estate, not to mention control of his company, went to Robin. And as you can imagine, this didn't cause any resentment. Pam Jones is the oldest, her father's daughter through and through. Pam is now the CFO of Jones Enterprises, one letter away from where she'd like to be. Theodore Jones made his fortune in real estate, and although developing commercial properties is still the company's bread and butter, they've certainly diversified in the past decade, taking advantage of their name's cachet. Carrie Jones handles the family's charitable endeavors, which are just as vast as their commercial interests. And it sounds crazy, I know, but she might actually care about philanthropy. Then there's Kayla Jones. Well, let's just say she's fortunate her sisters do the heavy lifting. Still, no one ever said she didn't know how to have a good time. Oh, I almost forgot. There's also Tara Jones, the baby. But she's away at the most prestigious boarding schools on the coast, honing the skills necessary to one day join the family business.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So, Pam, what do we have?
In the packets in front of each of you, you'll find the latest P&L statements for all of the separate divisions of Jones Enterprises.
What is going on here, Pam? You dragged me out of bed before 11 for an emergency company board meeting. This better be about something besides company financials.
We were supposed to discuss sponsorship for the juvenile diabetes camp.
Okay. I called you all here because we received another letter yesterday.
How'd this one come?
Same as the others. In a Dropbox, paid for with one of those prepaid credit cards you can get at any convenience store. It's impossible to trace.
What'd it say?
It said, "Stay out of Harborside or you'll regret it."
What? I don't understand. I thought Harborside was a win for everyone, right?
It is. It's a win for the residents because their property values are going to go through the roof. The city's ecstatic because of the increased tax revenue. Even the banks are lining up to get...
How many letters like this have we received?
This is the fourth.
Okay. I think now's the time we go to the police.
That would be just... That's not in our best interest.
Why not?
Carrie, we don't want the police poking around in our affairs, especially our financial affairs.
Well, if something was done on our behalf, Pam, and in our name, I think we have a right to know about it. Right, Kayla?
Huh?
Okay, Harborside was not always zoned commercially. Traditionally, it has been a residential area, but as the old saying goes, it is easier to get blood from a stone than it is to convince the city council to rezone. So sometimes
You know what? I don't want to know. But if we're not going to go to the police, then I think we should at least talk to Carlos.
You need to go to the restroom.
Whew. Your sister really needs to get it together.
What? She's fine. She just hung over.
Or pregnant.
Oh God, Carrie, that is not even funny.
What? I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, Pam. I mean, we are going to have to start thinking about the future generation of Joneses eventually. God forbid this company goes to a board of shareholders.
Or an outsider.
Here she comes.
Sorry about that. Something I ate did not sit well with me.
Or drink?
What'd I miss?
I'm going to talk to Carlos and just hear whatever suggestions he has about what we should do.
He's not even part of the family.
He's your brother.
Half brother.
Whatever. I promised William that we'd meet for lunch, so are we done here?
Kayla, we haven't even discussed business yet.
Okay.
Hi, Maria. Is Carlos here? Do you know where he is?
Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I really need to speak with him.
Then call him. He's your half-brother too.
When I do, he doesn't return my calls.
Huh, doesn't that tell you something?
How's your mother?
As if you care.
We've offered to help numerous times.
We don't want your blood money.
Maybe if you weren't so proud, then... Can you please tell Carlos that I stopped by? And as I said, I really need to speak with him. You know, Maria, you don't have to live like this. My father would not want to see her. He wouldn't want to see her like this. She is the mother of his only son.
Slow down. I don't feel good. I said stop!
Are you okay? What's the matter with you?
Oh, I'm not sure. I got sick this morning at work, too.
Maybe working too hard?
Maybe.
Did you brush your teeth?
Okay, you guys, if we cannot get past 3% growth organically by the end of the quarter, I don't think we're gonna have any choice but to spin off the division. Now, you know what spinning off means. Carrie! Yeah, Kayla's sick. She's not coming in today.
Is it serious?
Like I was saying, if we cannot get beyond single-digit growth before the end of the quarter, then we're gonna have to fold that division in with the international.
Right here.
Thank you. Webb.
You look stunning.
Thank you.
You know, I could never get tired of this place. I remember the first time I came here was with your husband, and
I'm well aware that my husband was married before. You don't have to walk on eggshells about it. And trust, I have 4 ladies that if I choose to forget, they would remind me.
Would you like something to drink, ma'am?
Yes. Pinot Noir.
your best.
Absolutely.
You know, Teddy had a taste for the sweetbreads, if I'm remembering correctly. He was really quite fond of them.
Actually, Teddy told me that he hated this restaurant. He used to say that after eating here, he would go next door to Vic's and have a steak and scotch just to get the taste out of his mouth.
Well, Teddy was never really comfortable with the trappings of his wealth.
He also hated being called Teddy.
Okay. Why don't we just try to enjoy our lunch? Shall we, Robin?
No, you are the one who invited me here, Webb. So tell me, what exactly do you want?
The same thing I have always wanted.
And my answer is still gonna be the same.
May I ask you why?
Why what?
Why? The aversion to selling. What you could personally make in a sale would make you a very rich woman.
I'm already a very rich woman.
Yes, but now it's commingled with your stepdaughters.
Which is exactly the way my husband wanted it.
But he's no longer here, is he? I'm just saying, it seems like such a shame, being that our businesses are so complementary. Our real estate holdings are similar, your hotels fit nicely with my hospitality business, and the Jones brand is appealing to recreational developers.
I'm well aware of the mutual benefits, Webb.
You know, Robin, just because Jones Enterprises isn't a public company doesn't mean they're immune to genuine overtures. There are other avenues that can be taken.
Webb, if I didn't know you so well, I would consider that a threat.
Oh, come on, Robin. How can we be speaking of threats when we have foie gras? I think the duck, if he knew how tasty his liver was, wouldn't even mind what happened to him. Don't you agree? Be a big girl.
They say that under the right circumstances, almost any animal will eat its young. Humans are worse. They just send them away to boarding school.
You wouldn't happen to have a pad, would you?
Come in.
You have someone here to see you?
Do you? It's not on my schedule.
I know. He said it was a personal matter. Said you'd want to see him. He's cute. I told him to wait outside while I spoke to you.
Thank you, Angie. Hey. I wasn't sure your sister was gonna give you the message.
Maria's not your biggest fan, but she does have her integrity.
How's your mother?
Is this what you wanted to see me about, Pam?
No, but I genuinely care.
Not good.
Carlos, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do? Stop being so damn proud, Carlos. She's your mother. You should beg, borrow, or steal for her. That's what I would do.
If there was anything that could be done, I'd let you know.
All right, then.
So, what's this? You wanted to hand deliver me my invitation to the family reunion?
Come on. You know you're always welcome.
Oh, yeah. You guys have definitely rolled out the red carpet for the love child of the esteemed Jones patriarch and his maid.
She was more than just a maid to him, Carlos. You know that.
So what is it, Pam? My shift just ended, and I'm extremely exhausted.
We've been getting letters. The company has been getting letters.
Letters?
Threatening letters.
So what do you want me to do about it?
Well, you're a detective. Word on the street is a halfway decent one. Can't you do a little detecting and find out who's sending them?
Why don't you make a formal complaint to the department? Oh, I see. There's something you're not telling me.
We would prefer to handle this informally.
And why is that?
The letters are regarding a billion-dollar development project called Harborside, and the first thing that an investigator is going to do is take a closer look at that project.
And?
And we would prefer to avoid that.
So I'm guessing everything's not on the up and up.
Look, are you going to help us or not?
Will I help you? No! Of course I won't help you. Even if I went through the proper channels, it would be a conflict of interest.
Because we're family.
Yeah.
Well, so what can you do?
I can refer you to somebody.
Inside the department?
No, not in the department. That wouldn't be appropriate for a situation like this. She's a private investigator.
Do you trust her?
Trust is the wrong word.
Okay. Is she good at what she does?
Excellent.
Discreet?
For a price. But that shouldn't matter much to you, huh?
When can I meet her?
I'll reach out to her. And we'll be in touch.
Carlos. Thank you.
Anything for you, Pam?
Pam, I told you I'm not against you soliciting help. I don't want you to do it without talking to me first.
Sheldon, I have it covered.
You're too close to this situation.
This is happening to me and my family.
I know it's happening to you and your family. That's all the more reason that you should rely on me. I'm your lawyer. I'm looking out for your interests. And I also have the luxury of some separation. Half-brother, step-brother, full brother, that doesn't matter. It would be a mistake to have anyone in your family handle it.
Why?
Because I have access to people with the same skill sets who are just as discreet, and I have the luxury of distance.
You do work for me.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Okay, yes, I know that's true, Pam.
Good, good.
Okay, I said my piece, but you have to tell me everything that he finds. I have to know it all in order for me to protect you.
Fine.
Okay?
Goodbye, Sheldon.
Take care.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Miss Jones. How have you been?
Good. How about you?
Good, good.
Hey, how much do I owe you?
$54.60.
You can keep it.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Have a good day, okay?
Yeah, you too.
All right, I'll see you.
When you're Kayla Jones, you call for delivery. And sometimes you receive more than you bargained for.
I would have ordered your own.
Come on, there's a perfectly good one right here.
Excuse me. Thanks for meeting me, Jess.
You kidding me? Always up for some department gossip. Juicier the better. Makes me feel vindicated.
This ain't about the department. This is about my family.
Huh. Well, you know, I like hearing about the Gatsbys almost as much. Can I get you something? Am I technically on the clock for them?
Of course.
I will have a glass of your most expensive scotch and a separate glass of ice. Okay, I might have to charge you for a double then. You know what? Make it a triple. And can you bring him another beer too, please?
Thank you, ma'am.
You told them I don't come cheap, I hope.
I did.
Even though I do.
That I know.
Oh, thanks, Carlos. I owe you.
Good. Just remember that.
So, yeah, I'll get the official version from them, of course, but what's this about?
Someone's sending my family threatening notes.
Threatening notes. Oh, it's very 19th century-ish. Should I call Miss Marple?
Nevertheless, it has them worried.
Should it? Okay. Here you go. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Why hire me? If it's a bona fide threat, the department can handle it. I mean, they've got more resources, they come free of charge. And in this day and age, with your family, they bring out the cavalry.
You're better.
Of course. Come on, Carlos, that's not why.
I think the family's a little worried about what the investigation might unearth.
So collateral damage?
So to speak.
Your family's smart. And they're heartless, but smart.
You can say that again.
They realize that anything that's uncovered by my investigation that isn't directly related would be inadmissible.
Legally, I'm sure they do.
Hmm.
But they also know that police departments leak worse than the Titanic. So whatever you may or may not find, they don't want it getting out.
But if that same information were to find its way into your hands?
Consider my commission.
And Carlos was fine with it? He's never been so generous before.
He was willing to help. That's all I was hoping for.
Good.
Oh, Carrie, you'll take care of paying this person that he recommends?
Me? Why would I pay for it?
Oh, no, I don't mean you personally. I mean run it through the charities.
I know what you meant, Pam. But why in the world would we run it through the charities? I mean, security is a legitimate overhead expense.
If we run it through the 501c3, then it has zero effect on the bottom line that I need to explain to our shareholders.
No. It's taking away money from people who actually need it.
Robin, do you want to give this a try?
Excuse me?
I mean, after all, nobody keeps a closer eye on the money than you.
The reason we give so much to so many charitable causes is that it allows us the flexibility to protect a family business from unnecessary expenses.
Are you lecturing me on the purpose of philanthropy?
I simply meant...
Besides, this isn't an unnecessary expense. I mean, these letters, these notes, have a direct and potential devastating effect on the bottom line. The company should pay for this.
This is a ridiculous argument, okay? Where do you think the money for your precious charity comes from? From thin air? No, it comes from the family business. And I don't think that it's asking too much for you to step up and do your part every now and then.
I don't believe this. Kayla.
Huh.
The funds for the private investigator, where do you think they should come from?
Whatever Pam thinks.
Oh my God. I wasn't going to mention this, but the benefit this weekend, you're having it at the estate for free. That's a venue that would ordinarily cost tens of thousands of dollars.
I'm not getting anything, Pam. The Jones family charity is getting this. And stop treating this like this is some pet project of mine.
Girl, compared to making money, giving it away is a pet project.
Let's see you run it.
Oh, I could, easily.
Then do it.
Step down and I will.
You don't have the heart.
Stop it! Both of you! This is ridiculous! Sisters, going at each other like cats and dogs. Now we're having the event at the estate. This is my house. We will all come together to make sure that things go down perfectly, like we always do. Agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Thank you. Now we have bigger problems. I had lunch a few days ago with Webb Devereaux.
Angie?
I'm not supposed to talk to cops.
Oh, good thing I'm not a cop then.
But don't you work with... What?
No, not anymore.
Well, then I don't have to talk to you. And I should ask Miss Jones first.
Okay, well, no one has to do anything. But it would be in your best interest if you did.
Why?
Why? Because on your employment application, I'm guessing you didn't reveal anything about a stint at Rolling Pines Recovery Center?
Those records are supposed to be sealed.
Yeah, sealed. Really, what's a seal? You know, just paste and water.
But the judge said that...
Okay, look, Angie, I'm not asking for inside information. I just want to know who you think might want to hurt the Joneses.
I'm just her assistant, okay? I deliver mail, I get lunch, I place calls.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm asking you. You see things that others don't.
Then you're asking the wrong questions.
What do you mean?
It's not who would want to hurt them. It's who wouldn't.
They're that bad, huh?
No, they're not. It's just that when you run a business like theirs, you tend to make enemies.
Well, I'm really more interested in the people that work inside the company.
Like someone who didn't get a promotion, or?
Sure.
I wouldn't know that kind of thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, come on, Angie. What can you give me?
Well, you know how I said that there are a lot of folks that don't like him?
Yeah?
That's completely true. But I get the feeling they don't like each other even more.
Thank you. Thank you, Angie.
Is everything okay?
Oh. Why?
I don't know, you seem a bit distant.
Just thinking.
Well, that's never a good idea.
William,
Hmm?
do you love me?
Of course. You know that. Why would you ask me something like that? Kayla, come on. What's this all about?
Never mind. It's nothing.
Please.
Nice place you got here, Mr. Burns.
Sheldon's fine.
Sheldon. Yeah, family must pay well.
Well, you're on the payroll now.
Yeah, I'm guessing our hourly rate's not the same. So you asked to see me?
I did, Ms. Wilson. I know Carlos Gardner hired you to look into threats against the Jones family. But I wouldn't think there's any reason to upset them unnecessarily. Would you?
You know, Mr. Burns, why don't you just say what's on your mind? That way we can both get back to our hourly billing.
My job is to protect them. And part of that is to shield them from things about which they don't need to know.
Well, why don't we let the family determine that?
Why don't you let me determine it? And I will report back to the family.
It's been a pleasure. I'm sure I'll see you again. I'll see myself out.
Now remember, Webb is going to try and get you a loan. Divide and conquer. That's his strategy.
Has anyone ever managed to come between me and my sisters?
Nevertheless,
I can handle Webb.
Pam, don't you dare underestimate him. Beneath that distinguished gentleman act is a cold-blooded snake. Your father couldn't stand him.
But Dad did a lot of business with him.
He did. He said he was a necessary evil. Webb Devereaux owned miles of oceanfront property, not to mention millions of acres of San Jacinto Mountains. Back in the day, Webb was the only developer that would deal with your father.
I guess Dad did what he had to do.
Now, what is this event for today that we're doing? What's today? Autism?
Diabetes.
Diabetes. If only people would have some discipline. If they wouldn't live off of fast food, none of this would be necessary.
No, Robin, it's the other kind. The kind that you're born with.
No. Well, I can't keep them all straight. With all these medical advances, it seems like people have more problems than ever. Now, your father, he wasn't sick a day in his life. That is, until the end. So, does this look say I care about children?
At least 6 figures worth.
Exactly. Let's do this.
You might think it would be tough to score a ticket to a Jones family benefit, but all you really have to do is make a 5-figure donation or come down with a fatal disease that they can throw money at.
Oh, Carrie, Jones Enterprises has always been so generous to the Juvenile Diabetes Association, but it looks like you've completely outdone yourself this year. This is just magnificent.
Madeline, it is an honor to have you as our partner. With a little luck, I think this will be our most successful benefit yet.
You're too kind. Here, here.
Look at all this. What a shame. What I could do with all this money.
Don't let your sister hear you say that.
What do you mean? I tell her all the time.
Girl.
How's your beau?
Fine. Making friends as usual.
He is quite the popular one. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Why?
Well, you looked like death warmed over the other morning, and then you didn't come into the office. I was beginning to worry that it was a little bit more than a garden variety hangover.
I'm fine, thanks. Excuse me while I go crack the whip. Oh, hi, baby. Hi, I'm Kayla.
Hey.
Nice to meet you. So what are you guys chatting about?
This is some good booze.
Tell me about it.
Who are you with again? The band?
Something like that.
All right, I gotta get back. How much as I hate serving these rich jerks, I need this job.
No, stay a little longer.
Come on, you don't want to get canned either, do you?
I might have some pull.
Miss Jones. Wonderful party.
Oh, thank you.
Can't imagine all the time and effort that goes into something like this.
Well, I can't think of a better cause.
No doubt, no doubt. And I'm told that you're the one responsible for all of this?
Oh gosh, I've had plenty of help. Forgive me, but have we met? Are you part of the foundation or a guest?
Well, you might say I'm an employee of yours. Jessica Wilson, Carlos's friend.
You are the private investigator.
Don't worry, you weren't supposed to know. Last thing I want to do is stand out like a sore thumb.
Yes, but shouldn't you be meeting people and interviewing them?
Yeah, in good time. Right now, I just wanted to get a sense of your family and your company in their natural state, shall we say. So for now, if you don't mind, just think of me as an ordinary guest.
If there's anything you need.
But, you know, the caviar plate, you're running out of Savruka.
As you all know, Jones Enterprises has hosted the Juvenile Diabetes Association every year. And it's my distinct pleasure to host it this year at my family's home. Please join me in thanking you.
You've outdone yourself, Mrs. Jones.
Webb. I thought I smelled something. I was gonna check my shoe.
Well, no one ever accused you of being as classy as your mother.
Stepmother.
Now, I just don't understand why you insist on us being adversaries when we both want the same thing.
What's that?
Why a healthy, profitable company, of course.
I already have one of those.
Diabetes has been a cause that's been near and dear to my heart. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce my friend and chairwoman of the Juvenile Diabetes Association, Ms. Madeline Auld.
Thank you, and thank you, my dear, dear friend. Many years ago, I'm not going to even tell you how many.
I was wondering if you might be able to find some time soon for us to get together.
Okay. Have your people reach out about something the week after hell freezes over.
Remember this, my dear. That which takes decades to build takes mere seconds to destroy.
You know, Webb, I actually have to admit, you are looking exceedingly fit for your years.
Well, thank you for noticing. I do what I can.
That is good.
Why is that?
Because if you're not off of my property in 30 seconds, I'll have you thrown out on your ass.
Anything else I can get you, ma'am?
No, thank you, Clara. Why don't you lock up and turn in for the evening?
Who the hell could that be at this hour?
Perhaps one of the caterers left a serving tray behind, or it might be someone from the band. I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Clara. Have a good evening.
Someone left a package for you, ma'am. It says confidential. Would you like me to bring it up?
No. You can open it for me.
Thanks, Clara.
As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, when you strike a king, you must make sure you kill him. And somebody's about to find out that goes double for queens.
How much longer do we have to wait here? I'd like to go home and go back to sleep.
How could you possibly think about sleep at a time like this?
Because I'm tired.
Wow. The police said to stay in here. They still want to talk to us.
You talk to Jess and tell her what happened?
Who's Jess?
The private investigator we hired. No, I called. I left a message. She must be asleep.
Poor Claire. We have to make sure we send her body back home to her family in Flagstaff.
There's not much to send back.
That's not funny, Pam. It's not funny at all.
What? I wasn't making a joke. The cops said that the bomb practically obliterated her.
Well, we should send something. I mean, it's the right thing to do. Maybe some flowers or plates of food, maybe.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Please accept this deli meat.
It should have been me.
We don't know that for sure, Robin. It could have been any one of us.
It was addressed to me. Claire told me.
I don't understand, though. I mean, killing you wouldn't necessarily get us out of Harborside. We'd grieve, but business would continue.
Oh, I'm sure you'd be plenty broken up about it, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
What do you think?
If you are suggesting that I would get any kind of pleasure out of seeing you harmed or even, God forbid, killed, then you've got a lot of nerve.
I'm just saying, who benefits more with me being out of the picture, Pam?
How dare you, Robin? I am here in the middle of...
Would you both stop it? I have a headache.
I guess we don't need that private investigator anymore.
Why not?
Well, now that it's a murder investigation and the authorities are involved, what does she have to bring to the table?
Oh, That's the first sensible thing that you've said all night.
You know what?
What?
I don't understand. Why should we keep her?
I want her to look into Webb Devereaux.
Webb Devereaux? What's he have to do with any of this?
He's been putting pressure on us, more than usual.
But you don't think he's responsible for any of this, do you?
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily put anything past him. He didn't get as rich as he is by playing nice.
And he's not that stupid.
Maybe not. But there's more to Webb Devereaux than meets the eye.
For now, let's just wait and see what that detective digs up. And we remain vigilant, all of us. Understand?
Should we bring Tara home?
No!
She's probably just safer at school anyways.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, there's structure. She craves that.
Exactly.
Me, swear.
Help.
I told you he was my boyfriend. Oh, okay. Stop.
Ladies! Ladies, please! Stop this right now or there will be consequences!
Well, congratulations, Miss Jones. You're suspended.
For what, a little argument?
Oh, I wouldn't call that a little argument. You struck a teacher.
Not on purpose. Besides, Mr. Ames should have stuck his nose where it doesn't belong.
He's threatening to sue you, you know.
For what, a fat lip?
The man is humiliated. He contends that your actions are going to make it impossible for him to do his job going forward.
Whatever.
Okay, not whatever. Your mother won't be happy about this.
My mother's dead. Don't you ever forget that.
You're late.
I didn't realize I had to punch a time clock.
I would have ordered you one.
You can. How's your family?
A little shaken up, but still alive.
Any leads?
Isn't that what they're paying you for?
No, they're paying me to look into who's sending threatening letters to your family.
Isn't that part and parcel? Somebody just bombed that house. I say it's a little related.
Maybe. I was at their benefit the other day.
Great. What'd you find?
Well, I learned that the rich don't know how to make a decent martini.
Believe it or not, Jess, I've got other things to do. Be straight with me. What did you find?
Look, Carlos, I'm working an angle, all right? I want to keep it close to the vest. Just for a little while, all right? Only until I'm sure, I promise.
Can I help?
Not yet.
Call me anytime, Jess.
I will. Yeah, can I get a scotch?
Kayla, what's the occasion?
Do we need an occasion to have a civilized dinner?
No, I guess not. You didn't cook, did you?
Oh, God, no. I ordered from Babylon. But I did set the table and I'll light the candles.
Let no one ever say that domesticity doesn't suit you.
Go ahead, open it.
Shouldn't I go get changed first?
Why? You look so nice.
Okay. What is this?
A surprise.
A surprise.
Open it.
No.
Yes.
Are you sure?
I went to the doctor's today. I'm due in January.
This little guy, he's going to be a giant among men.
Or gal.
Do you know?
No, it's too early to tell. I'm just saying.
It's a boy. I can feel it.
He or she will be the first of the next generation of Joneses.
Hey, The baby's last name will be French. We talked about that.
Of course. But his bloodline, oh, that is pure Jones.
But of course, the Jones bloodline is about as pure as an extra dirty martini. And just as cloudy.
Miss Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Devereaux is here. Would you like me to keep him in the foyer or send him back here?
Send him back. Thank you.
Of course.
Robin. I'm so glad you're all right. Such a terrible tragedy.
Agreed. Would you like something to drink?
Oh, I wouldn't decline a scotch.
Janet, would you pour Mr. Devereaux a glass of the Dalmar? On the rocks?
Please.
On the rocks, please.
Absolutely.
Shall we?
The police know anything?
They're making progress.
And there's no way this could have been just a terrible accident.
Bombs don't tend to send themselves by accident, Webb.
Are they sure that's what it was?
That's what they're telling us thus far. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
To life, lest it pass us by.
To life. You know, my daughters would disown me if they knew I was meeting you.
But why? But they can't think I had anything to do with this unpleasantness, can they? I mean, even if I had no scruples, what would my motive possibly be?
The company. What else?
Oh, so in order to acquire a company that I have been trying to purchase for the better part of a decade, I suddenly decided to kill the CEO. Why would I do that?
You might think that my stepdaughters are more amenable to deal with. Anyway, the authorities, they are checking out all angles, and we have hired a private detective as well.
Oh. I'm sure that someone will turn up something sometime soon.
Yeah, I'm optimistic that it will. But listen, Webb, that's not why I called you here today. I am thinking that I'd like to possibly reconsider your offer.
Oh, you know, I've had my people looking into the state of Jones Enterprises. And it's not as easy as getting information about a public company, but it is possible. And to my surprise, the business is as healthy as it has ever been. And for most of your companies, the outlook is positively rosy. And in this climate, that is saying something.
So there's no need to sell it at a discount.
Is there a magic number?
Why don't you have your people put together an offer sheet? And if it's reasonable, we'll consider it. And if it's not, we won't.
That's fair.
Webb, I don't mean to be rude, but I am meeting with my stepdaughter at any minute.
Well, you are making an intelligent choice, and no matter what you think of me, I will be fair.
Good to know. Goodbye, Webb.
Too good to waste.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Your stepdaughter's here.
Oh, tell Carrie I'll be with her in a minute.
Carrie. No, it's Tara.
Tara. What are you doing home?
There was an incident at school.
Don't you threaten me.
You're such a disgrace to this family. Your father.
Don't talk about my father. You think he loved you? No. You were just a side piece who got lucky.
A side piece? How dare you speak to...
Stop it! What in God's name is the matter with the both of you?
And Tara, what are you doing home?
Go ahead. Tell her.
Tell me what?
I got suspended.
Suspended? For what?
I got into a fight with a girl at school.
Come on, Tara.
What? It's just a week, and it's not like they're gonna expel me and turn down my 50 grand a year?
That's not the point. Young lady, you have a reputation to uphold, and you know that.
Why don't you tell her what you told me? Go ahead.
I told her that no stepdaughter of mine would be living underneath my roof if she's supposed to be in school.
You're only my stepmother because you slept with my dad for money.
I'm gonna kill her. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah. I would use a different choice of words right about now if I were you.
Why?
You didn't hear anything up at school?
No, what about?
We should talk.
I'm not going back in there. You can't force me.
I wasn't gonna make you. You can stay with me tonight, okay? So, how did you get back home anyways?
I hitched. Okay, I didn't hitch. I ordered a town car.
I think we need to change up the routine a little bit.
Why? Is it getting too much for you?
On the contrary, I'm actually getting a little bored. Oh, don't be petulant.
I'm not petulant.
I thought we both understood exactly what this was.
We do. You never feel guilty about it.
Are you growing a conscience on me, William? Guilty? I'm not the one who's getting married.
I know, but she is your sister, and...
And?
And you're about to be an aunt.
Really?
Kayla's due date is the 1st of the year.
Who else knows?
Our OBGYN.
So, are congratulations in order?
You mean, was it planned?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't not planned. Kayla's ecstatic, of course.
When are you guys gonna tell everybody?
That's up to Kayla. So how does this affect our arrangement?
You tell me. I don't know that it has to.
Well, I am going to be busier.
Busier? Please. No, can you picture my sister getting up in the middle of the night to change a diaper or feed? You'll have nannies. A few of them, actually. All paid for by the family.
Pam, I need to talk to you about something.
Something else? Oh, this relationship is becoming more problematic by the minute.
As you know, I was told I have to sign a prenuptial agreement before I marry Kayla. I was told it was standard for anyone marrying into the family.
No exceptions.
Yes, well, I'm thinking now it really isn't in my best interest.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but unfortunately, that decision is not really up to you.
Isn't it?
Well. Seems I underestimated you, Mr. Williams.
Story of my life.
But what if I decide to tell Kayla about all of it?
You won't.
Why not?
Because you're not stupid.
What if something should happen to you before the wedding? Something like, I don't know, like an unfortunate accident. What's that?
My insurance policy.
Your insurance policy is a key.
My insurance policy is a key to a safe deposit box at Pacific National. In that safe deposit box is a sealed envelope addressed to Kayla. It tells her everything, including this conversation, which is exactly what I presumed you were going to say. God, I'm smart. Don't worry. I intend to live a long and happy and prosperous life. So I'm sure that letter will never see the light of day.
You're a real son of a bitch, William.
Then I think I'll fit in with this family just fine. Don't you?
Well, hello.
Oh, finally.
Now that we're all here.
Wait, what do you mean? Where's Tara?
I'm sure she's not coming.
Why would she come? Isn't she at school?
Oh, you haven't heard.
Heard what?
That the black sheep of the family got suspended.
For what?
Tara's predicament is not the reason why I called this meeting.
Actually, Robin, I wanted to make a quick announcement.
Oh.
I'm thrilled to tell you that the first of the next generation will make his or her appearance around January 1st.
You're pregnant?
Oh my gosh, how do you feel?
When did you find out?
I'm sure the wedding is now going to be delayed.
Actually, just the opposite. We were wanting to have it as soon as possible before I even start showing.
Kayla, how are you gonna pull that off? I mean, it takes almost a year to secure a venue.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to make it a much smaller affair, and we were hoping we could have it here.
Of course.
Just close friends and family.
Kayla, are you sure about all of this?
Of course, I'm sure. I'm thinking about my family.
We are your family, Kayla.
You are my father's ex-wife.
Ex-wife? I was with your father until his dying day, which is more than I can say about...
To our son.
Or daughter.
So, Robin, if you didn't know about any of this, why did you call us out here?
Nothing. We can discuss it later.
No, Robin, you said it was important. What was it?
Oh, it's not nearly as important as this. I can promise you that. To the new addition of the family. Cheers.
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 How you doing, Danny?
Jess, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I do what I can.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that it's not an accident I'm running into you here.
I need a favor.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Can you help me out?
Why don't you have Carlos do it for you?
I mean, I heard you guys had a little thing going on the side.
Yeah, well, it's not really on the side when you don't work for the department anymore.
True.
So we do it?
What is it?
Run a print for me?
That's it?
Or were you hoping for something a little more compromising?
You don't have access to the IAFIS anymore?
Not officially, no.
What's Carlos did? I mean, it's easy. Ah, you don't want Carlos to find out about it. And if you use his credentials, then it's in his history.
Yeah, I don't really need a detective right now, Danny. Just a favor from a friend.
Oh, so I'm a friend now.
Come on, you always were. Look, when you get stabbed in the back, it's not your first instinct to go looking for people to thank.
Jess, a lot of us had your back, okay? All right, you may not want to hear it, but that's the truth.
Maybe. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Rent. Give it to me.
Oh, thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Miss Jones. Here's your dry cleaning.
Thank you so much. Could you hang on just a second? I have some more clothes for you.
Yeah, of course. Hello, Miss Jones.
Could I have this back by tomorrow?
Tomorrow it is.
Kelly, you startled me.
Are you having an affair?
What a ridiculous thing to say.
You didn't answer the question.
Why would you ask me that?
I gave your clothes to the dry cleaner, and I found a receipt.
From?
Mesopotamia.
Oh, I take clients there all the time for drinks.
I know all about Mesopotamia, William. That's not somewhere you'd go to conduct business.
I meet with all types of people, Kayla.
Don't patronize me, William.
I'm not. Patronizing would be to blame it on your hormones, but you do sound paranoid.
I know what it was like in my family, William, and I know what it was like in your family. And I know what types of things were ignored, swept under the carpet. But I am telling you right now, infidelity, I won't tolerate it.
That's good. Because I would never do that. Trust. That's the most important thing for me, Kayla. The most.
Well, well, well.
Kayla, why am I here?
I thought it would be nice to have some coffee together.
I thought you said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes, that's true.
Why couldn't you have just come by the office?
Because that's the last place I wanted to discuss this.
Okay, what is it?
I wanted to talk to you about William and his role in the family.
his role in the family?
The family business.
Doesn't he already have a job?
Yes, you know he has a job, a very good one.
And what, he's not happy with it?
Why are you making this so difficult for me? He's smart, he's hardworking.
Kayla, please stop.
You know what? I don't even think this is about the business.
What are you talking about?
I think you're jealous.
Jealous?
Mm-hmm. My marriage, my pregnancy, suddenly I'm the one getting all the attention. You giving me a hard time about William is your way of showing me you're still in control.
Kayla, you're embarrassing yourself.
And you're being petty.
I already caved about the prenup.
Oh, that was not just your decision.
Yeah, but I am the one who convinced everyone that it was unnecessary.
Just give it some thought. Please, Pam.
Fine. All right, then. I am gonna get back to the office because I have a ton of work to do.
Now I know why you didn't want to meet at a usual spot.
Guilty as charged. It's one of the few things I miss about being on the force, you know? Sal's burgers and fries.
You know you can still eat them.
It's not the same. Hey, you know Webb Devereaux?
I know the name. He's one of my family's blue-blooded friends, isn't he?
He's one of the first people Pam wanted me to look into. The main one, actually.
And what?
It seems that Webb Devereaux and your family go back for years. He's been trying to buy a percentage of Jones Enterprises.
And so what, you think he finally decided to apply a different type of pressure?
It's possible. I don't know, this doesn't feel right. But just wanted to see if you knew anything.
Barely know the name.
Carlos, I gotta ask you. Is there anything you need to tell me?
I'm not sure what you mean, Jess.
Just anything I should know?
Not any better at riddles either, Jess. Look, I realize my family hired you, but your loyalty's to me.
Wow.
Do you think I'm showing yet?
Well, whatever you're showing, I like.
I'm being serious.
So am I. Kayla, are you smelling me?
What? No.
Here you are.
Don't be ridiculous.
Are you sure you should be drinking?
Dr. Bennett said 1 glass of wine a night is fine. That's what Europeans do, and they have a lower birth defect rate than we do.
I just want to make sure we're doing everything possible for our child, even now.
I know. And that's why I love you. You excited?
For?
Our engagement party, obviously.
More than excited. It'll be a day no one will ever forget.
Why are you asking me this now?
Well, you know, because I'm an investigator, so it's my job to investigate. Come on, what are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything. I simply want to know why you're asking.
Has Webb Devereaux approached you about his interest in a stake in Jones Enterprises?
Detective, anything to that effect would be confidential. Attorney-client privilege.
Okay. All right, look, let me put it a different way. I know he's expressed interest. Has he approached you?
Well, Devereaux is not a killer, if that's what you're getting at.
No, I don't think he is either. So who is?
Excuse me?
Oh, come on. You know the family better than anyone, supposedly. Who would want them dead?
I'd say someone close to them.
How close?
I'm not gonna do your job for you, detective. But I will say this, you're asking the right questions.
Thanks.
Okay. I can't believe this is happening.
Come on. The fun's just beginning.
My deepest congratulations, my dear.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't missed a Jones family wedding in over 60 years. And let me tell you, the brides keep getting prettier.
All right, Robert, let's go get you a drink.
I've had plenty.
Who was that?
Half these people are from out of town. I've never met them before.
At least he had good taste.
Carlos. So glad you came.
Well, it's not like I had a choice.
Well, it means a lot to Kayla.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, I never got a chance to thank you.
For?
For Jess. According to Pam, she's been great.
Well, if there's something for her to find, she'll definitely find it.
I hope so. You know, with all the notes and the bombing, it's definitely put everyone on edge, to say the least.
Well, hopefully it'll all be over soon.
I hope so.
I've already told you once, it's over. I'm not telling you again. Goodbye.
No. If you walk away from me, I will tell Kayla, and you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Don't you
Nobody does this to me. Nobody does this to me.
I've had enough. Stop it.
Such a great...
Get your hands off of me.
Pam, don't walk away from me. Paul, we have something. We have something. We have something.
You wouldn't get that physical with me. Don't you.
Yeah, tell them that won't work for us. No, I insist. Yes, I need to talk to you. I'm in the middle of a conversation. Okay, if you can get now, push forward. I'll call you back.
Are we sure she's dead?
No. I think she's napping.
This is totally gonna ruin the party now. Oh, please. We haven't even served dessert yet.
What is wrong with all of you? We need to call the police.
She is the police.
She's not the police. She's the private investigator we hired. We need to find Carlos, like now.
Carrie, we can hold off on that.
What are you talking about?
We hide the body, then we wait until after the party.
Why?
Because all of this is starting to make sense now.
Hell hath no fury, like a Jones scorned.
Hello, Robin.
Carlos.
I have to compliment you. The Joneses certainly know how to throw a party.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I did.
You know, I saw Jess Wilson walking around earlier today.
I saw her too.
Funny. I didn't see her leave, though. Did you? Help yourself.
Just answer me one question, Robin.
Sure.
How did you know it wasn't Webb?
But it was. It was Webb. He was the one who sent the letters. But what you didn't know, what you couldn't have known because I didn't tell anyone, not even Jess Wilson, was that the letters were sent anonymously, untraceable, from a drop box. But the first letter was sent in an envelope. And on the glue of the envelope seal was a partial print, a print that matched Webb Devereaux's.
You're quite the detective, Robin.
Not really. The real detective, Jess, that's who ran the prints for me. It would make sense that it was Webb Devereaux who sent the letters. He was either trying to scare me into selling the company or pull out of Harborside, a development which he had his eyes on too. But what didn't make sense was the fact that he would want me dead. But you would. With me dead, you would get your share of the money right away. You knew that my husband Theodore promised your mother that he'd always take care of you. And with that money, you could pay for her treatment, and it would no longer be considered charity. It would be your money.
That's quite the theory, Robin. Quite the theory indeed. Only one thing.
And that is?
You don't have any evidence. None that link me to the house bomb.
Oh, but we do, Carlos. You knew where the security cameras were located and what they covered. So you told the delivery driver where to go and what to do.
And sure enough, our cameras didn't catch anything. But what did catch something is the security cam at the gas station down at the bottom of the hill. You know, the one that every car that comes up this hill has to pass?
Jess talked to the owner. Nice guy. Turns out he had a record. She might have flashed her badge. He didn't want any trouble.
Even if you somehow managed to get a video of the cars at the relevant time, there's no possible way you could tie them to me.
Jess ran the plates.
So you would know I was nowhere near here the night of the bombing.
But the car that you rented was. Once Jess ran the plates, it was easy to figure out who reserved that specific car. Trust me, rental companies are a lot easier to hack than the utilities.
You're lying!
The thing about boarding school is the most diligent students even had free time. You can't imagine the things I've learned in my 4 years there.
I've killed one person today. What makes you think I'm not gonna kill another?
Come on, Carlos, it's over. You can see that.
When did she confront you, Carlos?
I offered to split it with her. My inheritance! If she would just keep her mouth shut and stay quiet about this whole thing. Without her, none of you have any evidence. None of you! And you know what she said to me? She told me to go to hell. So I had no choice.
You had a choice, Carlos.
had no choice. I had to do it.
Of course you did. He could have killed any one of us.
Or worse. Poor Carlos. He could have just asked us for help instead of betraying us.
He had to learn his lesson the hard way. That's what happens when you mess with the wrong family.